That's
not
good.
fencing.
Yeah.
Team USA actually has some strong competitors.
Joining us live this afternoon is Randy Stolpe, director of the tennis at Elite Sports Club. And Randy, thank you very much for coming in. Now, who should we be looking for in this tennis team, both in the men's and women's? Who should we be keeping an eye on?
Well, for the Americans, obviously, Roddick and Fischer, the men you're going to deal with. And Serena, obviously, having been where she's been and having just fresh off from Wimbledon, I think having it being played at Wimbledon is a big issue. You know, that favors certainly Serena. But in the men's division, you know, Federer's got to be the odds-on favorite. Certainly, I think the British would, Marty Fish, you know, not to win, would probably, you know, have a little bit different situation there. But I would think that the Bryan twins probably would have the best chance to medal, as they are #1 in the world in doubles. The #1 women's doubles team is an American also, but is not the Williams sisters, Huber and her partner. So, although the Williams sisters did beat them at the Wimbledon.
So who's going to give us a run for our money? What other countries' athletes are going to be the toughest to beat?
Well, I think Andy Murray from England is obviously a big issue. I think he's making very vocal that he would prefer to win the gold medal over Wimbledon itself. So I don't know whether that's true, but that's politically correct thing to say, I'm sure, for him. But obviously, I think Nadal pulling out made a big difference in who's going to win. Probably gave Roddick and probably John Isner better chance, you know, to do things like that if they were to get there.
Now, this is the Olympics, but it is being played at Wimbledon, which is a famous court. These players are used to it. It's grass, so does that give any advantage to any of these players?
Well, kiddingly, Americans haven't done particularly well on grass other than Serena. Roddick has a big serve, which is usually good on grass. The difference of grass over the last couple of decades has changed. It used to be a serve and volley sport because the grass was worn in different places. Now the grass has slowed down, mostly for tennis on TV, so the men's points last longer. Probably favors a little bit more of a baseline player, so Marty Fish probably would be helped in that instance. But you know, the basic people who were there at Wimbledon. The thing that may change is that because Wimbledon was just a short time ago, the grass gets beat up pretty badly. And where it's all torn up might give you some bad bounces, so maybe someone who moves forward and takes the ball out of the air might have a little better chance.
It always seems that even if you don't know that much about tennis, or you don't specifically know the athletes, people love a good match, and they will tune in for it.
They like rivalries, you know, the McEnroe Connors, Agassi, Sampras, those sort of things, Martina and Chris Evert. It's just, I think, the one-on-one situation, and I think they like to see different styles. I don't think they like to see two people staying at the baseline slugging forever, but it's interesting and it's lifelike. You know, it's a little war out there between you and someone else.
It's exciting to watch, I think.
Very much.
What do you look forward to, though? I mean, these are professional athletes. We do get to see them, but is there a surprise sort of dark horse here, someone who could emerge that maybe we're like, well, who's that person? But
usually in a big event like this, you don't see that. I mean, you just don't. That's the reason why the better ones are going there. And because Olympic teams are limited to who can be there, you're limiting maybe the 34th or 50th person in the world actually getting a chance. But my thought would be Marty Fish, pretty good chance because he's been ill. People probably didn't know that, but he had some issues. And he's rounding back into form and probably isn't worn out from playing all the tournaments up to this.
Randy Stolpe, we appreciate your time and being here. And the Olympic, or NBC should hire Randy. He's pretty good here. We
need him as a commentator.
Yeah. Well, if you got an Olympic connection or plan on traveling to the Summer Games in London, again, call me. I want to go. But if you can't take me with you, email us at
You're a little tall for the suitcase.
I guess I am. Email us at news@today'stmj4.com.